Embark number 4, the Purge journey, the journey of detoxification, the journey of cleansing. And before we really dive into it, I am going to tell you the story of the spitvirk and the spitvirk analogy, because the way that I'm going to be speaking to all of you might feel like Aldila is trapping me out, and that is not the intention. Because once we are made aware that we are responsible for our health, wellness and happiness, some people can take offense or feel very judged. And I'm going to tell a few stories in this journey, want julle weet ek en nou story tyd. And I want to share the story of the spitvirk because the things I'm going to teach you is not to make you feel judged. The questions that I'm going to ask you is not to put you on the defense. And if there's certain things that I'm going to speak about and certain questions that I'm going to ask you, and you get triggered by what I'm saying, or you might feel upset about what I'm saying, I invite you to take your spitvirk, go into your garden and pull out those weeds. Because nothing that I'm saying in this journey is to hurt someone intentionally. But if we do not have a hard conversation or a frank discussion about the state of our wellness, we are going to repeat the sins of the fathers, and we are going to be an older generation filled with illness, emotional illness, psychiatric illness and body illness, because we are then doing and repeating the pattern of our parents. So I will put a video on about the spitvirk, but I'm going to tell you the story. So if there's one thing I don't like, it's someone that tells me what to do. Ek kan dit nie vat nie. I have a very strong personality, so there is a few people that I trust as my mentors that I will listen to, and I will take their advice to heart. But when someone has an opinion, I have a picture that I'll put on the group for you, where someone went on social media and took a picture of how to administer a holstery, a set pill, a suppository, and they took that suppository and they said what to do with your opinion and shove it where the sun don't shine. So I am not a big fan of someone that says, well, in my opinion. I don't like it. If I do not invite you into my garden, you have nothing to say to me. You can have an opinion there outside in the outside world if you want to. Braakgal, I don't care. But if I choose to do something in my life, I don't allow anyone close to me to have an opinion without me inviting them. So I really struggled with that, because as a person with a very strong personality, I have an opinion about everything. So I had to go through a journey where I had to learn to detox from the need to want to fix everybody, save everybody, help everybody. They call it rescue syndrome. Rescue syndrome. I was addicted to rescuing people, and I had to detox. I had to go to rehab, and I had to get withdrawal symptoms, and I had to release the need to give everybody my opinion, of my raad, of my advice, without them asking me for it. And as I was going through that detox, I prayed one night and I asked the Creator to please, because I like to see things, I like to envision things. I am a creative brain and I like to talk in analogies and talk in blankies. So I then said to the Creator, please help me through this journey where I need to withdrawal symptoms, weerhou, onttrek, Onttrek jou. Withdraw from your toxic need to give everybody your opinion, om 'n eier oor alles en almal te lê, to be upset if your clients don't listen to you, to get upset when you see how they let themselves go, to not be triggered when you know you can fix them, you know you can help them, you are watching how they're making themselves sick, and you know what, Aldi? You need to let that go. So the next morning I woke up, and when I'm in the shower, I have a lot of epiphanies. I get a lot of awarenesses. I call them downloads, like a computer. And this specific morning I was in the shower and I got an amazing message. And I saw myself as a little soul, a little spark of the Creator. And I was sitting on the Creator's lap. And the Creator said to me, Aldiki, I'm going to send you to Earth. Good luck. It's not an easy place. And I want you to go, and I want you to be of service on the planet. And I am going to give you a map. And I'm going to give you a plan, and I'm going to give you a piece of land. A stukkie grond. I'm going to give you a piece of land. But it's barren. There's no grass, there's no trees. That like so. I'm going to give you a piece of land that looks like this. It's a barren piece of grond, and that is going to be your birthright, your life, your lappie grond. And you can do whatever you want with that life. You can turn it into a tropical garden, you can turn it into a cactustuin rosie, you can turn it into a rotstuin, you can do nothing, you can let the onkruid groei, you can do whatever you want. It's your garden, it's your life, it's your right, it's your birthright. Go and do whatever you want in it. I'm sending you to Earth, this is your mission, go for it. And one day, when you have completed your life, and our contract is just with each other, it's not with anyone else. So you and I know when you will be born, and you and I know when you will come back home. So the day that your contract is finished on the planet, and I come and fetch you, I'm going to come and sit with you in your time, in your garden. And we are going to just enjoy. We're going to sit there and we are going to bask in whatever you have decided to create in this life. And then you will feel, proud or not, I'm not going to be in judgment. I'm going to sit with you and we're going to see what you created, and you will sit with me and we will take stock of what you learned in this life. Now we're in this epiphany, download, message, vision that I saw that the Creator said to me, Aldiki, this is your spitfit name. Go and spit in all the other gardens. Go and lay eiers about all the other gardens. Go and help other people to work in their gardens. Go and work in other people's gardens. Tell other people how to garden. No. He very clearly said to me, I am giving you your piece of land with your garden. Don't go and spit in another person's time. Go and remove your spitvark out of other people's gardens. They have their rights. They have their birthright. They have their agreement with me. It's between me and them. You are in charge of your garden. You are in charge of your life. You are in charge of your lappie grond. You can put a boundary. You can garden as you see fit. You can allow in who you want. You can chase out who you want. It's your garden. It's your life. It was so powerful that it freed me in two ways. It freed me, first of all, from the emotion I would feel when someone like my mother, who I hold in high regard, will come and give an opinion about my haircut. It would upset me because she wants me to have long hair. Because it's mos her hair. It's mos haar, nee. Julle? It's mos my ma's haar, jou ma's haar. will come to me and say, jy maak nie hierdie seun reg groot nie. Dit is nie goed wat jy doen nie. So without me asking the opinion, they will come and lay 'n eier oor my hare, oor my kind se opvoeding, oor my huis, and it would upset me greatly. Dit het vir my getrigger, dat ek nou vir julle vertel, dit was verskriklik. I then realized, okay, they are triggering me, they are showing me what it looks like when you put your spitvig in someone else's garden. And I then had to go and say to myself, but are you not doing the same? Are you not also putting your spitvig in other people's gardens with your friends when you would say to them, moenie vape nie, moenie drink nie, dit is sleg vir jou. Julle kom te min vir drips. Hoekom ran julle nie gereeld julle baars nie? Ek kan sien julle sukkel, maar julle hoor nie. It was a very good lesson in the two-edged sword. And as a friend and as a therapist and as a mother, I had to learn to remove my spitvig out of other people's gardens. So if a client or a patient would come to the practice and they would book a session and they would say to me, I want to lose weight, or I want to be more healthy, or I don't want to feel depressed, and I would give them advice, for they are paying me for that sound advice. I would advise a wellness plan for them. The minute they would walk out of that door, I would hear the voice of the Creator saying to me, are you spitvig uit? They invited you into their garden now, you showed them how to spit, you gave them advice, you told them where to buy the equipment, you told them what fertilizer to use, you showed them the way of irrigation. Now you remove your spitvig and you allow them to go spit in their eie tuin. Because as a therapist, you want your patients to thrive. And as a therapist, you want your business to be successful, because if your clients are healthy and happy and successful, it means you're doing a good job. Look at that toxic belief that I carried, that I am responsible for my clients' wellness, and if they don't listen to me and they don't do what I'm saying and they are not well, it's going to reflect bad on my wellness practice. Nonsense. It's like mothers who give birth to children and the children are naughty, or the children are born with difficult profiles, and then people will say, that child didn't turn out well because that mother didn't do a job. There's a very fine line. We need to learn as mothers, as friends, as wives, as sisters, as therapists, to remove our spitfigs and to allow other people their lives. And the reason I'm telling you this is I'm going to give very sound advice on this journey, and I am going to give very supportive tools, and it's going to come across harsh at times, because you are going to realize what I'm very passionate about, and because I have studied what certain toxins do to a body, I am powerful and passionate when I talk about it. But at the end of the day, it's still going to be up to you. And there's no judgment. There's no judgment at Beyond Wellness, and there's no judgment in Aldila's garden. There is discernment, but there's no judgment. And if you enter my practice, you'll see that the spitvig very proudly hangs at the front desk. For it is a reminder for all of us to know that what I plant in my garden will be harvested by me, for me. So in this recording, I want to make us all aware of the analogy in this journey, and that we become mindful when I now talk about toxic things. What toxic things am I planting in my garden and in my life? And how is it showing up for me? And is it not maybe time to perhaps just take my spitvig and start removing my toxic